If you're feeling lost in this life, then that's actually a positive thing. It is not a bad thing. And the reason being is because I would rather feel lost than feel distracted. And I'll explain what I mean, all right? So, it's so many people out there that are distracted. The scary part is that they don't even realize or recognize that they are distracted. And I would personally rather be lost. I would rather feel lost. I would rather not know what my direction is. That is a more effective mindset than being distracted, because when you're distracted, you're not thinking. You're not in the fight or flight mode. You're not really analyzing your situation or thinking about coming up with ideas of how you can improve your life and find your God given purpose. So people that are distracted are in a way worse position than people that are lost. So if you're lost, that's not always a bad thing, because we're all lost. At the end of the day, man, nobody really knows what they're doing. Everybody's faking it. Everybody's faking it till they make it, right? We've all heard this, and it's really truth. Everybody's faking it, man. Walk down the street, most people are lost, man. We don't know what we're doing. We're just human beings, man. We're just trying to figure things out. Every is struggling. I'm just checking if the microphone is on. It's on. All right. So everybody's struggling. Everybody is lost. No one really knows their purpose like them. And it's just a few people that know their purpose in this life. It's not everybody. Maybe 2 to 3% of this whole world, man. 2 to 3% of us have a purpose and we know our direction in life. That's very rare to come by, man. So if you're feeling lost, then you're not alone. I'm lost, and most people are lost, whether you see it or not. Most people are lost. But what I don't wish for you is to be distracted, because I know that that is way worse than being lost. See, when you're lost, man, this is what happens when you're lost. When you're lost, what's basically happening is that you just lost your sense of purpose. You don't know your purpose. But you see, the thing with that is that that can change any time, that can change any day. One day you can wake up and it can just hit you. One day you can just wake up and it'll all make sense. One day you can wake up and everything is going to make sense, and you're going to see the vivid image. The vision is going to be right before you, right in front of you. One day you'll wake up and you'll realize what you must do, what you have to do, what your purpose is, what your God given purpose is. And it'll make sense. It'll be as clear as day. You'll just see it right there and got it. So that's what I got to do. All right, let me do this. That's how it is. But when you're distracted, you don't have the time to be in solitude, to be in a state of being where you can find that answer that you're looking for in order to not feel lost anymore. See, when you're distracted, steady going to parties, steady going to nightclubs, steady chasing different things, materialistic things, and whatever, you don't really have much time to think, right? You don't have much time to sit there by yourself so that the answers can come to your brain, come to you. But when you're by yourself, when you're not distracted, when you're taking time out of your day to just sit there, meditate, sit in your own thoughts, maybe for an hour or whatever, things will make sense. Every answer that you've been looking for is just gonna, just literally like magic, it's just gonna show up in your thoughts and it's all gonna make sense. Everything that you think doesn't make sense right now is just gonna make sense. And you'll realize what you must do in this life. You'll find your purpose. This is how you find your purpose. So, once again, personally, I would rather feel lost than feel and be distracted. I would rather feel lost and be lost than be distracted by the things that don't align with what God wants you to do. So you be lost, my friends. You gotta be lost sometimes, man. You gotta be lost for X amount of time so that one day you'll just find yourself. One day you'll find the answer. One day you'll find what it is that you gotta do. But what wouldn't help you is being distracted. So the only thing that you can realistically do is avoid distractions and choose solitude, choose to meditate, choose to think, choose to manifest, choose to open your ears and listen to what's around you, listen to the answer. And if you listen hard enough, trust me when I say this, you're gonna hear the answer and it's gonna make so much sense. And you will no longer be lost. You will find your purpose. And the step afterwards would be taking action on that purpose on a daily basis. That's the step that comes after. It's always steps. Step number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. It never ends. That's another thing you gotta realize and recognize. It never ends. So you be lost, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being lost. Everyone is lost. But you don't want to be distracted. Trust me when I say this. You don't want to be distracted. So sit there, listen, think about what you want to do, and start doing it.